Hi, I'm Adam DeSanctis. Welcome to MBA Asks the Expert, a series where we discuss a timely and important issue with a mortgage industry leader. I'm here today with Senior Vice President Dan Bailey of WFG Enterprise Solutions for a discussion on its integrated approach to helping lenders succeed in today's mortgage market. Dan, thank you for joining us today.
Adam, good morning. How are you?
Doing well. I can't wait to get started on that. So let's do this interview.
Sure.
WFG Enterprise Solutions brings together valuation, title, closing, marketing automation, and default services into one connected ecosystem. Why is the integrated approach becoming more important for lenders today?
Well, I think that, with our lenders and our customers that we work with, we really try to foster partnerships, right? We realize that, originating a loan, evaluating a transaction, settling a transaction, and maintaining a relationship with that consumer is extremely valuable. So as you mentioned, the different services that we offer under our enterprise solutions do just that. We have marketing automation, lead generation tools, valuation, appraisal management, title closing services, all through a coordinated partner. So for a lender of ours, you don't have to find 5 different vendors to work with. You have one, and we work as a connected group internally, right? I don't have a valuations group that does their own thing. We never talk to them. We don't know who those people are. We all work together as an enterprise solutions group, really to assess, work with our customers to bring the best value that we can and help them build a manufacturing process for the loans that is as efficient as possible. We all know that loans are extremely expensive to manufacture these days. There's a lot of costs. So we want to try to figure out ways that we can help our lenders be extremely efficient, identify, eliminate constraints, and help them originate and close as many transactions as possible while maintaining a borrower relationship and providing an outstanding consumer experience.
Yes, that customer-centric lending operation is, of course, a win-win. And many companies right now are talking about AI. How is WFG applying AI and automation in practical ways that improve lender operations and that customer experience that's so important?
Yeah, AI is the new shiny object, right? But I think AI is probably the most exciting technological development, obviously, that we've had in years and years and years, right? And throughout my course in this business, longer now than I care to admit, but, we started back in the day where, a fax machine, right, was how you received your work back, and you had people typing in orders. Well, AI has helped us really focus on, and the way that we've used it is, to help us. We tie directly to our operational execution with measurable business outcomes, right? So it's really the engine side, our workflows, that's helping us deliver our products faster, with more accuracy. And most importantly, it allows us to scale, right? We know this business goes through waves, right? You're super busy, then you're super slow, and you had to go through these big staffing changes where you're hiring as many people as you can, then you got to reduce headcount. So AI has really helped us kind of even that out a little bit. But it's also helped us really build a consistent process and a consistent product, right? Because I don't have to rely on, oh my gosh, I got 100 more orders, I got to go hire 4 more people. No. The technology that we built within our workflows, leveraging our decision point systems, allow us to really even flow. And since we've introduced AI into our processes really over the last 5 years, right? It's not just such a new thing for us. This year alone, it's helped us produce or process over 100,000 open order transactions in half the time. And this year alone, too, we've processed about 2.5 million pages of documents using AI for that post-closing review. That's really helped us expedite that service. So it's not just a speed thing for us. It's really reducing friction in the workflow, identifying your constraints, and improving your overall throughput of your operation. We think that helps us, and by helping us, it helps our lenders, right? We're here because of our lenders, because of our customers. We don't exist because of them. So, that process just makes us deliver a better process and deliver better service to our lenders and their consumers.
Yeah, those are some eye-opening stats you just shared with us. So what are lenders really looking for today from a settlement services and operational partner?
Well, I think that, I've touched on them, some of those already, right? They want a reliable partner, right? They don't want transactions that are going to have problems or fall out or a provider that can't deliver the services that they're supposed to, right? So really for us, it's about speed, transparency, accountability, scalability, and operational consistency, right? That's what we think lenders are looking for. But they also need something that's flexible, right? We don't have a rigid system that says this is our way, this is the only way it works, right? We really want to figure out from our customers and clients, what's the best way, right? Data now is very easily exchangeable. How do we make sure that we're leveraging all of our integrations as much as possible? How can you use the data that we have to support your operation, close more transactions? And then ultimately, right, it's always about borrower experience, right? You got to make sure your borrowers, your consumers are extremely happy with the products and services that you offer as a lender, and by extension, your vendors, right? If your vendors aren't reliable and they can't do what they said they're going to do, you're going to have some problems, right? So that's what we think they're looking for, and that's what we work very, very hard to build in our operations.
Yeah, I agree there. Consistency and communication throughout the transaction lifecycle. WFG often talks about combining intelligent automation with human expertise. Why is that balance so important?
Well, I think, when you talk about AI, some people have visions of, some apocalyptic sci-fi movie where everything's AI generated and we've eliminated the humans. We don't look at it that way. We look at it as technology enabled, but human powered, right? It's very important for us that we maintain that human touch. It's a relationship business. People want to talk to people. The last thing any of us want is when we want to talk to someone, we can't get anybody. We've been there, right? Your flight's delayed, or you're trying to get a reservation and you're just getting an automated system. We want to make sure that the AI tools that we have allow our people to spend more time with our customers, more time with their borrowers, to build a better overall experience that builds better outcomes for our lenders, stronger experiences, more trust, and then ultimately, like I mentioned already, a more scalable operation, right? So the human component is always essential to that. We have professionals that can help on those transactions where they need to, and really spend time with those borrowers and our consumers and our customers to help them close every transaction that they originate.
Final question, Dan. This has been an illuminating conversation. What do you believe will separate the lenders that thrive over the next several years from those that struggle?
Well, I think, obviously lenders are faced with a lot of different issues that they have to address, right? We know that compliance is a huge issue. Originating loans is a huge issue. Maintaining their borrower relationships is a huge issue. So I think what's really important to them and can separate and help maintain and grow their business is one, how they leverage technology in an important fashion, right? But then also their partnerships, right? And I should say, the most important thing for them to do is to partner with WFG, right? I mean, that's how you can ensure you're going to be successful. But in reality, you want to make sure that you're working with a partner that is tech-enabled, human-powered, focused on the consumer, focused on the experience, but building and using AI to build technologies that allow them to deliver their products and services faster, more accurately, with greater consistency. The other very important thing too is you've got to, it's very important when you're looking for partners, especially in today's age, is about fraud, right? Fraud is a huge issue that we have right now. So, a secure environment like WFG, our information security chief is absolutely fantastic at what he does, but we build those internal controls to make sure that we're not going to get to be the victim of fraud, which can be very painful for us as a title insurance company, but our lenders and our borrowers. So, I think combining those things with what we've done with AI, with our focus on our customers, is a very important thing. So I think, one, partnering with us, but then also making wise technological choices can really help lenders grow over the next couple of years.
Very good points. Dan, I'm sure you'd agree with me. Our industry is exciting, never boring, and always
never is. Absolutely, always changing.
Thank you for joining us today on MBA Asks the Expert.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it.